What's up, guys? It is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price because I'm back in sunny Dubai. Sadly, it's not looking so sunny for the Bitcoin price at the moment because we just broke out of our rising wedge to the downside on the 4-hourly time frame, the rising wedge that I showed you in my last video. And now we actually have a bearish breakout target that I want to talk about today because this bearish breakout target could actually result. Now, guys, listen closely. This could actually result in a massive bounce of one of our most important supports that we have in the Bitcoin charts at the moment on all time frames, actually. And this actually is the first bigger chance then to start a reversal for the Bitcoin price within the next couple of days up to the old all-time highs. So let's not talk too much. Just jump right into the charts. As always, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up a like here on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. But now let's talk about the charts. First of all, on the daily time frame, since my last video was made, nothing really has changed. I mean, we got rejected off our rising of our falling wedge here that you can see here in orange. We got rejected off it from the daily time frame when we saw a retest, when we originally bounced off this very beautiful VPVR horizontal support and resistance here between the 47 or 46,800 and $49,500 level. But this is now not everything, guys. Now looking at this, you could say, okay, yeah, we bounced with the daily time frame, we got rejected, more downside is to come. But this is actually not necessarily what I'm expecting, because first of all, I mean, yes, we broke out of this rising wedge like we also predicted in the last video to the downside. We saw somewhat of a bearish movement here since my last video, but still we didn't really correct all the way down. This is also because after the breakout we now first saw a retest, and for me personally, I can really imagine that Bitcoin would reach its bearish breakout target here, its bearish breakout target at around, let's take a look, $46,500 or $46,500 up to $47,000 is pretty much the price target for this rising wedge that broke now to the downside. But one thing we cannot forget is not only that this bearish price target has not the highest likelihood of being hit perfectly, since rising wedges really don't have a good reputation in bull markets for reaching actually their price target. Most of the time in a bull market, at least, a rising wedge doesn't really reaches its price target, and the bulls are able to reverse earlier already before the bears use the possible move of the complete chart pattern to the fullest. But what we also have right below us here on the bigger time frames is just for the Bitcoin price on the weekly time frame here at $47,000, this upward sloping support line that actually stems from the first corona crash that we saw here in 2020 in March. And this is the reason why I'm actually expecting the Bitcoin price to have a good potential of reversing here, because we, in theory, right now we have a bearish breakout target of this 4-hourly rising wedge, but the breakout target only brings us down back pretty much directly into the core support area of our VPVR support, and it brings us back into the support area of the weekly time frame, where we would have this multi-month uptrend support on the weekly time frame. So what I then can imagine actually is, with this breakout now happening, is, and this is what I'm keeping an eye on right now, is that if we correct further to the downside, that we would actually be able to form here a W pattern with the support, with this massive support, not only coming in on the weekly time frame at the $47,000 level. No, we are also getting a lot of support from the daily time frame, also right at this price range from our VPVR. So I could imagine that if Bitcoin actually dumps lower, that we don't have to expect anything horrible, but that we just have to expect like a dump down here to the $47,000 level, something around that level, and then we could actually expect a bigger bounce to occur, so that we can then form a W pattern here, not only on the smaller but also on the bigger time frames. But before we now trade this W pattern, I mean, it's not even existing yet, it's just expecting what the Bitcoin price can do with this bearish breakout now. What's the most bullish scenario we actually have at the moment, right? And this for sure is this W pattern that I'm keeping an eye on, because I just opened new long positions. As you guys know, I think the bottom is now in, or is actually at least very close to be in, and that's why I started with a 3 to 5x leverage to open new Bitcoin long positions once again. Not all too big ones, but I will just scale them up as soon as we see a bullish breakout, for example out of something like this beautiful W pattern, right? If we see a breakout out of that, I mean, I could for sure imagine just going ahead and scaling up these long positions massively. But now guys, if you enjoyed the video, for sure make sure to smash up a like, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell here on the channel, make sure you now follow the VLaunch Twitter. I will put you the Twitter link directly in the video description below, and then we are going to see us in the next one. Till then, bye.